Welcome back to the adventures of Commodore of Essex. I always keep thinking that's a goddamn title rather than his first name. I will point out first and foremost before we dive into today's episode that the editing is going to be very light, if there is going to be any at all. The hard drive that my editing software was installed on has completely blown up. So, it's not ideal, is it, really? For when you're running a YouTube series anyway. We won't worry about that too much, because hopefully if things go to plan, which we've had planned for many episodes right now, we won't need to do anything anyway. It's all going to go as we'd expect. So, yesterday we got a claim on Chicago, or Vindgarda as it is now, because it's under the control of the Norse, Superior, whatever the hell these guys are. What are they now? Oh yeah, of course, Afro-syncretic religion. Yeah, they're Northmen, kinda. Northlander. It's very confusing. It doesn't matter too much. More to the point, they took control of Chicago, which has now become independent. It's now under Jarl Sebastian II of Cheyenne, who is actually a traditional Norse pagan there. More importantly, it's great news for us, because it means we can declare war again. The whole reason we couldn't go for that last episode was because of the cast a spell like cooldown, which we now don't have to worry about. Obviously, that is going to give us everything we need, along with when we are elected as the leader of the Republic. That gives us everything we need to reform the religion. The question is, do we want to reform it as Commodore of Essex, or do we perhaps want to go back to Game Gear the Wise, our old classic character there, the infirm, Great Pox, lunatic-driven, Terminator, immortal, blah blah blah, hive mind, everything. Do we want to play as the God Emperor of Mankind is the real question, and I think it seems like a pretty obvious question when I phrase it like that, huh? So, Commodore Essex has been assimilated, obviously, by his father, in brackets, kind of, not really, but also kind of is. So, we are basically at his beck and call anyway. We're doing everything just to further his goals right now, as it is. Nobody knows, though. We are still hidden from the world at large, thank God. If we're found out, that trait becomes a little more significant. Generally, everybody hates it at that stage, because obviously we're drawn under a hive mind, so we'll worry about that later on. And then, of course, in the background as well, we are a member of the Men in Black. We're trying to, currently, right now, training a protege, apparently. Adelrost. I vaguely remember you, Adelrost. Good. So, being part of the Men in Black, hopefully we'll be able to kill off our current liege there. Obviously, Gordy III, the Brute of Detroit. What is our chance to kill? We're not already trying to... Oh, we're trying to kill King Zachary of Michiania. We don't need to do that anymore, because obviously Chicago is under someone completely different, so let's not worry about that. Let's focus on getting ourselves elected, because that's going to give us 2 of the 3 holy sites. Then we just need Chicago for the 3rd. Claim Flint. Oh, right, shit, yeah. So this is what we had last time. We have a claim on Flint. We can declare war. Oh, was that a claim for someone else? No, it's a claim for her, thank God. Obviously, we had a claim on Flint at one stage, which when we pushed, we became feudal because our capital is a castle, weirdly enough. We should probably try and grab Perrysburg then, huh? I really should try and get you instead. Kind of difficult to do, though, unfortunately. Oh, we won't worry about it too much. Anyway, more to the point, let's kill you dead. Plot to kill, 164% plot power. Thank you very much. We've got to make sure that we are on top of... Are we a Spy Master? We are Spy Master of Detroit and State Inquisitor of Detroit and Regent of Detroit. We have a lot of power in the realm. Oh, did he just sack us? What happened to all of our plot power? Why is it gone all of a sudden? I've absolutely no idea. What's he just done? Excuse me? Did he become paranoid? I'm going to have to watch that back. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest with you, because we've got everything, all the pieces we need, besides him dying off. Anyway, the other thing we were trying to do as well is to kidnap our wife and get rid of her. Why was I doing that? Oh, so we can marry someone else. I remember now. Yeah, so approve the scheme. We failed to abduct her. What I can only say is probably about a dozen times now. We failed at least 6 or 7 times. It's clearly not a dozen, but we failed a fair amount. Anyway, let's just stop trying to abduct her. It's a waste of our currency. It's a waste of our time. We could be doing absolutely anything else. Even kidnapping our liege will make way more sense. So, oh, you know what? We can't kidnap him because he's a landed character. Well, you know what? It's better than everything else, huh? The rigorous training I set for Adelrost continues to yield promising results. In addition to subtly befriending several foreign diplomats at court, Adelrost has been studying the books fervently. Great, okay. He's gained the trait Deceitful, and now we're going to give him a test. Oh. He's good, but he has a lot to learn. Adelrost noticed the thugs coming and managed to sneak into a building to hide. He caused quite a ruckus as he stumbled into the bedroom of a local merchant and his wife. He escaped there hastily, but I'm not entirely disappointed in him What? I suppose I'm not entirely disappointed in him surviving the ambush. What does that mean? Surely you wouldn't be disappointed in him in surviving the ambush. Anyway, it's good, but he has a lot to learn, probably because he snuck into Merchant's wife, huh? Or not into his wife. That's a Freudian slip. Here, what's the term? Paraplexus? Look, I'm making things up. It doesn't matter, okay? He failed. He's an idiot. Praise the founders. Oh, no, we succeeded. We didn't fail at all. Praise the founders. Thank you. Train protege. Good. What does that do for us? What do we need to level up is probably the more important question. 750, are you joking? Well, at the rate we're getting that, we'll be ready to level up in about 400 years. King Zachary thoroughly hates me and wishes me dead. Of course, the feeling is mutual. My work here is done. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I mean, it seems a bit pointless in hindsight now that we actually don't need to make him our enemy. We could... Now, I was going to say we could make our vassal, our liege, our rival, although seeing as we're on his council, we probably want to endear ourselves to him and maybe not have him be so suspicious of us, huh? Oh, Brazil is open. Okay, that's good, because it means we could interact with them. Oh, no, we can't, because we're not... Okay, hilarious. Because we're not actually a duke, are we? We could send him a nun. Lottie is worth a fair amount there. There you go. You enjoy her. What does he dislike? Dislike Colombianos and likes Mesoamericans. Okay, sure. We could request that scholar bureaucrat, the imperial marriage. I'd rather wait until we get Mecca back, until we get Detroit back before we do something like that. Oh, it was our mother. Oh, I can't say I realized. Well, there we go. You enjoy your new life in Brazil. That's probably a little more luxurious, right, than the burnt-out ruins of Detroit. Diplomacy to disperse the mob. Absolutely. Will he listen to reason? Apparently so. We've also got 2,000 gold that I'm just essentially just saving up for whenever we get back to be in charge of Detroit here. In fact, we can't even bribe anyone. How has this happened? I'm trying to focus on training, but he's always there. No matter if I'm studying the Great Agency Library, hid behind piles of books, or sparring with a fellow agent, L. Channon apparently has to do the same. L. Channon Fun Queens. That an incredible title. That is probably the best house name I think I've ever seen in CK2. Something to really determine who the superior agent is. Absolutely. I think we've got this guy on lockdown. And now this guy wants us to... Oh, kill Count Petrus of Carteret. Okay, sure. So we've got a plot to kill him. Is that it? We're just going to kill this guy off? Not a chance in hell. 23% plot power. Are you joking? That would also mean we'd obviously have to stop our plot against our lead. So I think I'll forgive that one. We might even go as far to cancel it, I think, because that's not possible. Alright, we've started a challenge with this guy who's now our bitter rival. Nothing says safe and successful like turning an assassin into your rival. A member of an assassin's guild, anyway. That's essentially what they are. So this guy, our liege, has once again started a war that he apparently can't follow through, so we're going to have to join him and bail him out once again. We just need to become the immortal ruler of this goddamn republic already, because this is unbelievable. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, one thing I've never done in CK2 is I've never made a... Oh, God. How many men did they have? 3,000. This is horrible. One thing I've never done in CK2... Oh, they're going over there. Right, so let's disband these boys. Excuse me, I want to... What do you mean? Why is my disband button not working all of a sudden? There we go. I've never reformed a religion as a Merchant Republic and held both titles simultaneously, where you are the Merchant Republic head and also the head of the religion. I assume the way it works is that the religious head title will be inherited along with the Republic, which means if we don't get elected, we're losing a lot more than obviously just the capital and the land within. We're missing out on the entire religious. And obviously it wouldn't be ideal having your religious head as also your liege. That sounds like a horrible idea. So we probably want to avoid that one. To the Great Foreman Commodore, position of commander, absolutely not. I'm going to bail you out my own way, thank you. I'll sort of do that on my own time. Right, Velabor, take him out. This should be easy now. I think we've got this in the bag. Now, what are they after? Was this an offensive war? Second Detroit to conquest of Lanterns. This is the second time he's tried to do this, and the second time he was going to fail, short of us turning up. Of course. My liege, I've managed to sow distrust between Santera, Bergljot of Gaylord and her liege Benjamin. Please don't demonetize me for that, YouTube. That's the place name. You can't demonetize me for that. That's illegal. Why are none of my buttons working? I'll write about his deeds. Sorry, I'm trying to, like... Oh my god, don't tell me my keyboard's broken as well. My entire PC is just given up. Why is it doing that? I'm trying to get them to assault, and instead it's just... You see that? It's just raising boats. Now, the shortcut for raising boats is C, but when you've got an army selected... Oh, I don't know whether they thought that through. Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. Right, let's actually go for Lambton now. We could go for their capital, seeing as our liege as getting the, is getting the war goal there. How unfortunate. After all the time I spent writing, Overseer Gordy did not like my poem. How could you not like my poem, Overseer Gordy? I feel like we might do more harm than good trying to sway him. We might be better just not doing anything, huh? So, one thing we could do is actually move our... Oh! I bet he had like a chancellor, or maybe his wife, or his children, or something. Somebody wanted him assassinated, and now they've disappeared, which is why the plot power drops. We should also move our own spy master, who's our wife, who hates us a lot as well, by the way. That's probably also not helping. Let's send her a gift. Move her to the capital, and that will help buff it up a little bit. It's not going to be a huge amount. In fact, it's not even measurable. Oh my god, are you joking? It's all down to the men in black, at which point we're not getting any intel anyway, so it's going to be a pretty tricky one. I'm happy to assault this down just because we're using mercenaries here, so we might as well get rid of them so we're spending less, essentially. Why are they still at 32% war score, despite the fact that we've got... Oh, shit. We lost 54% war score during the Battle of Lambton Shores. I hate the AI. They're just unbelievable. They're just absolutely unreal sometimes, the amount of military prowess they've got. Jesus. Well, we're at 47%. I guess we just got to wait for the war goal to tick through now. We could put these mercenaries down. I think it's safe to say that we can't lose this one, but given the state of our liege, maybe not. Getting trait wounded. Or did we lose the trait wounded? I kind of want this character to die, you know, so we're back to playing as Game Gear the Wise. We're just a drone for him. We might as well just cut out the middleman at this stage, right? Oh, God, we're highly suspicious as well. I need to be quite careful with this then, huh? Why don't we spend some money? As I said before, I was kind of waiting for when we could take back Detroit so that we could actually build it up a little bit. Or at least massively start investing in stuff. We could build ourselves a second wonder or something like that. What I actually wanted to do was wait until we were at the head of the Republic and then build one in Toledo, which is going to be a permanent, you know, like a wonder that we always have control of. Even if we do lose the election, we don't have to worry about it, because right now we've built this harbour and we're not getting any benefits at all out of it. Our liege is getting benefits, which of course he's put into good use by losing wars across the realm. Let's go for, then, the basic upgrades for our castle, and we'll start working on that. I would like to take back the city as well, so that we wouldn't get a game over in the event that we went to war and got sort of independence or anything. Expanded sick house, massive, because the amount of people that we've lost to syphilis, it was, like, wiped out an entire generation of our family, so I don't particularly want to get that any worse. I also want to go to our House Liberty and sort of see what else we've got kicking around here. We get learning +1, galleys +12. I'll take the armory. That seems like a pretty decent amount of troops. Your armory, gratefully accepted. I'll take that one, thank you. Now, as long as these boys remain independent while we're messing around in the... We could go and grab it now, huh? Another honest recipes. Game. We're going to argue, because this is nuts. We've got honest recipes. Tax modifier +1%. We've got gastronomic tactics. Honest recipes. Honest recipes. We don't need another fucking copy of honest recipes. I've never seen this before. Obviously, Game Gear the Wise. Obviously, a floppy of Detroit. And Commodore of Essex. 3 Judge generations of honest goddamn recipes. Can we send them off to... Oh, God, now we've got an Anglican revolt on. We need to... I should have not put down those mercenaries. Can we ship them off to Brazil? They're not interested in our honest recipes. I'm not interested in the goddamn honest recipes either, to be honest with you. Alright, we've got... I was going to say, how much gold have we got? Have we got enough to be fighting this war? Yeah, no, I think we're good. The Orangemen. Absolutely. Welcome, Orangemen. Let's move you guys up north. Let's go and fight off the rebellion to nothing else, because that one we can definitely win pretty much immediately here. Oh, because we're a poet, I didn't realize that would have an impact on that. That's quite cool to remember for the future. There's going to be a lot, I imagine, of permutations of the sway and antagonize that you're just not going to see very frequently, because of just the huge amount of traits obviously associated with it, and also I imagine maybe their traits as well will affect it. It's not a system I know too much about, probably because it's so new, huh? Right, so we dealt with that one. Right, so what else? What is this one? The Ganariscan Holy War for Golden Horseshoe. Okay. Where are they? And I'll go and put this down right now. So they are actually just right there. It's a Count. A Count went to war with us, of all things. Wait, but Count's under Aurora, and they're not at war with us. That's so odd. Okay, well, we're going to deal with that one then pretty immediately, because I imagine all we've got to do is take its capital, and that should put that one down. Yeah, 100%. There we go. Nice. And we'll just sort of help out where we can with the rest of this war going on as well. We've got the mercenaries. I'm not going to so quickly and immediately put them down this time. Ah, Father course T300 pulling my arm, pleading to play with her in her latest toy. We could get in kind. I'd be fine with that. We actually got it as well. This guy's turned out to be a good character. It's a real shame he's essentially just a sacrificial lamb for the Overseer, the Eternal Hive Mind, Game Gear. The much superior console, in my opinion. We've done it. Good morning, Analyst Commodore. Yet again, our country is threatened. The traitor Emperor Elrod of the Holy Columbian Confederacy is waging war against Director Frederick. We have identified Count Julius as one of his key commanders. Oh, that's a cool little event chain, huh? He wanted to assassinate this dude. So, these guys, the evangelicals, are most likely at war against the Americanist, and they want us to assassinate Commander. That's a cool little event chain. I don't know if that's the base game, because I've never actually played in the Assassin's Guild once in base game CK2. So what's the plot to kill? 49%. Again, I don't think that's going to happen, my friend. So, to initiate the plot, select diplomatic action, plot to kill, by right-clicking on the portrait of Count Julius. Thank you for giving me that basic tutorial. I'm not going to do it, though. Because obviously we've still got... Obviously, Gordy the Blood, it's not happening. No one's interested at all, huh? Oh, this guy is... great. Okay, so we get 4% plot power. This guy is a serious thorn in the side. Oh, God, I thought he died then. Wait, what did he take? Oh, right, yeah, no, he did a counter-conquest, but apparently took everything there. Detroit has expanded quite weirdly, huh? It's mostly in Canada at this stage. Like, it's seriously moved across the lake. What lake is that? Superior? Lake Huron. We've moved across... I guess this would be, like, Lake Superior, right? We've moved across Lake Huron pretty quickly and grabbed almost all of the, sort of, around Ontario. That's very weird. Charitable trait. We can lose... Maybe not. Shit, really? You want me to put... Nah, we'll just pay for the... I don't care about piety too much. It's not too relevant. So as we've got 750, we can reform the faith whenever we want. I really hope, obviously, God is doing well. I don't hope that. I hope he dies horribly very, very soon so that we can be Lord of everything. He's in another war. Is this his war? We'll say yes, but I don't think... Because he's only got 5,000 men. Who's he at war with this time? The Homian... Okay, so this guy only has 2,000 men. The AI is launching some weird wars. I know I complain about our own AI being pretty weird in the form of our liege. The game is launching some weird holy war. Like a count trying to holy war us. Why? I mean, to be fair, they probably haven't taken into account this as well. Oh, well, our wife still loved us after we tried to kidnap her this many times. My lord, your chancellor, machinist Preston... What? Tried to encourage me to turn against my liege. Oh, okay. It's a shameless act cannot go unpunished and stop further interference. I've decided to imprison your chancellor. I see. Okay, right. I'm really not too concerned about that. I don't know who our chancellor was, and honestly, it doesn't really matter because he was doing a plot that I don't really care about anymore. We're trying to sow dissent, I believe, between the machinist and their liege so that we could try and, or like superior, so that we could break it up a little bit more and move on to Chicago. But again, that doesn't really matter. Now that we're just stuck waiting to assassinate this goddamn other dude instead. Right, so that one dealt with. Do we really need to help out much more? I mean, I will, just in case that things do go a little bit tits up here. There we go, we're done. Nice, good work. Siege of Bonefield was that? That's some great names. This seems like heretical. And seeing as we're a drone, I feel like this shouldn't even be an option here. So let's get rid of that. I need to do a little bit more tweaking with this mod, I think. Just to add some like weird options to that if I wanted to commit to it. I think that'd be kind of fun. My prisoner, Mayor Charles of that place, is complaining about his dark cells. Now, we should ransom off any prisoners we've got, I guess. Wait, who are you? Cardinal of the Pope. Yeah, not anymore. You are going to be Cardinal of, my friend. This will upset the papacy. Goodbye. Oh, this is for the machine god, for the Omnissiah. What else can we do? Can we... I mean, might as well just ransom them off. They're not going to do much else. I think it's time for a salvage expedition. While we wait for the plot to kill this dude, or he dies of old age. Speaking of which, just make sure we are still in the lead. We are very comfortably in the lead. I'm happy just to keep that there to ensure that it happens. We've got Elgin. It's Anglican and Ontarian. That will be our destination. Let's see if we can get some goddamn power armor. You guys, also, there was a comment on yesterday's episode that said, check out the smithing event. See if that's changed at all in regards to, obviously, future tech. Maybe they wouldn't be smiths around making armor, seeing as, obviously, we're in the ruins of the old world. We could always have a look at that. It would be better to do when we were a duke, as fucking everything would in this campaign right now, when we become the overseer of Detroit, because that would give us access to slightly higher tier grade of armors and weapons. Right, so obviously we'll just do all of these decisions as per usual. So let's see what we can get here. Let's plot power now. 71%, huh? Incredible. Battle-hardened warband. We'll take the Adeptus with us. Speaking of which, we probably would have done better joining the Adeptus rather than being part of the Men in Black, because I think even with the plot power increase that would give us at the highest level, which we're never going to get to. We're still chugging away here. I mean, what does it give? 20% to murder plot power, but we've already got 10% anyway. It's only going to take us to 86%, although 86% is probably decently close. We're going to have to get to Special Agent to even be within, like, a hair's breadth of killing this dude. Unbelievable. Thank you. Our region, our hive mind father, inverted commas there, the infirm, is set as our region. Incredible. Collapse. You hoped that the wooden reinforcement beams would be enough, but one of them slipped. Once again. This happens every time. Sure, we'll take Brave. I mean, if nothing else, I'd like to get Brave. And we actually got it. We failed. This happens every goddamn time. I think we've genuinely had that, what, 5 or 6 times in a row right now. So we've got the loan. Let's not worry about that too much. I mean, we used the Ultra. Let's take some Ultra. It's time to open... Wait, we didn't want to do that because now we've lost our points, haven't we? Ho, what a waste. Yeah, that's the only thing that's holding us back. We can't assassinate these guys. I'm sorry. Wisdom and moderation, strive for balance. I've seen the light. Uplifting visions. Well done. I didn't realize that we could +1 to everything. That's fairly impressive. It's not for long. It was only for a few months, or it might have been for a year. What was that? Yeah, it's for a year. So it's not fantastic, but it is kind of okay, especially if you've got enough intrigue. That would be kind of good for an intrigue character who has a lot of that to just keep chugging, you know, keep chugging along with as many intel as possible and going for the Ultra from Men in Black as well. Dragon Hunt, of course. Fearsome dragon, thou doth not scare me. Very well, let's go and hunt a dragon. I very much doubt it's going to be an event chain. Oh, wow, she's actually pregnant. Are you joking? Measles, kill him. Please die. And then we'll have a real man take control who could maybe take control of the Republic too. And the religion. The God King. Overseer Gordy was unmoved by my concern for him. Of course he would be. Please. Great Pox. No, we can't have another character die to fucking syphilis. Are you joking? So we've got -2 from that one, -1 from that one, -1 from that one. We do have the Immortal Blood of Overseer Game Gear there, naturally. How can we kill? Well, get off of Theology Focus. I don't know why the hell we were on Theology Focus. Was that genuinely still from the time we were in prison? Unbelievable. Try something new. Fuck it up. Eugene. 12 learning. Please screw it up. Oh. Yes! Eugene buckled the last strap, securing you on the operating table. I will not lie to you, my lord. This will be excruciatingly painful, but it must be done. You tried to process when Eugene brought out the saw, but due to the calming potion he made you drink, you slurred your words beyond comprehension. We gained one-handed, severely injured, and he failed to cure us. We are dead. Oh, it's all coming together now. There we go. Actual progress. I love it. Foreman Game Gear. Blessed with awesome knowledge of all things. No way did he get the Matters of Life and Death event the day he died. Are you joking? They're gonna crucify me. No one's gonna believe that we got... I can't. Like I said, this video's unedited. This is clearly no bamboozle. Oh, fuck. And we got the event. Are you shitting me? That must be a glitch. There must be some bug here. There must be some sort of bug. Because not only did we get an event, you're telling me on the same day our wound healed, whilst also simultaneously we found a carpenter to kill the Overseer, whilst simultaneously getting the immortality event. As the day we died. It's not real. Although it is, because he's clearly still alive in that. Oh my god. It was real. It wasn't a glitch because he just lost a trait. I mean, will that kill him? I don't know whether that'll fire the event. Matters of Life and Death. Sure, summon the council. It's not going to do anything. Oh my god, we had a lot of gold. We started with a lot of gold. This guy had a lot of fucking gold, Game Gear. My god, Paragon of Virtue. I feel like it's a bit late for that, my friend. So we need the piety. We don't have piety enough now to reform the religion. What the hell happened then? I think that genuinely might be candidate for the strangest thing I've ever seen in CK2. Absolutely is. Paragon of Virtue. Ooh, 2,000 piety, though, is expensive. When we become religious head, I mean, it's just all swings and roundabouts at that time, huh? We've got an absurd amount of gold. We've got an absurd amount of... I'm still a little bit taken aback by whatever the fuck that event was we had a second ago. Commander, absolutely not. You know what I'm going to command? You into an early grave, if you don't mind. 32% plot power. How's it gone down? He's got 24 intrigue. Is it because we're infirm? We just can't move. We're just stuck in a chair assimilating drones. And, well, not yet. If you seeing what I'm putting down here. I'm very sleep deprived. Just have to bear with me with this episode, okay? It's going to be one of those episodes. Grimhild. I don't want to change that name. Wait. Oh my god, of course she was assimilated. She was Commodore's daughter. And she was born off his genetics. And his genetics have been corrupted by our own nanomachines, son. Nanomachine's granddaughter. Grimhild is an incredible name. I almost feel like I can't change that. We're not going to play as her anyway, but I feel like it's good enough to leave. Why is Grimhild Space Liberty? Did you see that? Anyway, thrift for you, Grimhild. That's already good enough. I couldn't even ever think of changing that. Marshall. I know why it's gone down, because we're no longer his goddamn spy master. This guy being paranoid is screwing us, because he's got... Oh, he's also got 27 intrigue, which I didn't take into account, and he's become cruel, which gives him even more intrigue. Okay. 59% though against a guy with that much is fairly impressive. All we need is a couple more people to back us, but of course they're all going to hate us for various reasons. Seek treatment? Let's not. It's not worth it. Compose a book. Why don't we try? Bear with me here. Oh, you know, it's not even giving us the option to write a stewardship book anymore. probably for the best. Write something in honor of the Omnissiah. All things considered, I think this is the best one. Talk of his glory. Psalm 1 of Game Gear the Wise. I just noticed something then, and that got me. Salvage Expedition. I won't mention it. You guys, if you got eagle eyes, I'm sure someone pointed out last episode as well. The powerful weapons of the old world, blah, blah, blah. Right, please, this time. So, Ontarian Santiera. Approved little regulation. What are we on right now? Are we on moderate? I kind of want to keep that, if you don't mind. We're on moderate banking laws. So that gives a higher feudal vassal opinion below a burgher? I mean, no. Decline that. I'm fine with that how it is. Right, envoys. If we get the event again where the ruins collapse, I'm going to be a little bit suspicious of whether or not this event is just straight up bugged. We've had it so frequently. Maybe it's because we're going to sites that aren't... Okay, this is new. Make them disappear. Maybe it's because we're going to sites that haven't particularly been, you know, looked at before. Your expedition has turned up few items of salvage in the ruined buildings. You have uncovered several artifacts of the old world, though you've not found the major prize. Let's go to another site. Let's just keep risking it. We found something. Oh. Your men have discovered a cache of corroded coins from the old world. Their coins made of copper, or tin, or just base metals, essentially, rather. Dramatically reducing their value as a working currency. They might be worth 3 gold pieces. Great. Chuck them to the... I mean, we can keep them for 20 gold. God, this is garbage. Donate them for study. We do need piety, after all, so why the hell not keep trying to go for that one, huh? We can't really do much else right now. We are very much just stuck behind him dying. We're immortal again, so we're just sort of waiting for Gordy. No respect. Age factor, minus 402,000. Oh my god. We're too old. We're actually too old at this stage, huh? In the words of Meryn Trant, too old. He's in hiding anyway. Not that we were going to assassinate him. I will fix that for next time, because that's a little bit bullshit, huh? Respected to value based on... So we've underflowed, so his age is clearly fucked up at some stage. Something to do with maybe bringing back a guy who should have been dead, who faked his own death, or whatever the headcanon was. Yeah, no, this is not ideal. Wait. He's gone into hiding and our plot power has gone up. Why? Because he's... I don't know. I've actually no idea why that's happened. Okay. Fate of the old world. At court, several of your subjects are engaged in a heated debate about the nature of the calamity that led the old world to ruin. Why don't we at least go for Chicago? We've got to go for Chicago right now, huh? What is that? Oh, it's Iowa. Lone Pine is huge. Wow. Look at that. They have got a serious amount of land, or unless it's just large tracts of land. No, it's not really. I thought it might have been like the steppes in base game CK2, where they're just giant provinces, but it's really, really not. These guys are also quite powerful as well. Who are you? I can't read that, but that's very strong. They seem quite large. Man, I should look around the map a bit more. Sierra Madre is obviously quite big. Mexico is quite large. Caribbean Empire. Japan is still here. They've actually done a pretty good job there. Sokotu Shueisha Gohan of Beikoku. Wow. How are they an Emperor level title? Oh, they just start as a de jure Empire level title. Yeah, they just automatically start off. Russia has been swallowed up. So if you remember, Russia did land on one of these provinces. Oh, they're still there. They've just been vassalized. Oh, they've actually got quite a large empire now. Wait, is that... And they start with that. Okay, fair enough. They've actually been grabbed up by one of the other provinces nearby. Okay, fair enough. Just thought we'd look around very briefly, because it's kind of rare I do that in this one. I should be looking at it more. Some big, big empires forming. A huge empires forming. Meanwhile, this area, our area, is still an absolute shit show. Okay, so we want to go for whatever is going to give us the most piety. I didn't know that I know nothing. Of course, yeah, let's go for that one then. Thank you, Plato. Very cool. Play ball. We've got some more... Okay, piety. Yeah, no, anything for piety I'm definitely down for. We've seen these events all before, so I'm not going to read through them all. We could spare no expense, gain charitable. We're not charitable. I would like charitable. Let's go for that. Excellent. We actually got it. Excellent. Diplomacy plus 3 is obviously quite nice when... Especially as people might find out that we are the hive mind at some stage, and at which point we need as many people on side as possible. Now, to make up for the fact that we are screwed in terms of assassination, it's been fairly slow beyond that, let's just go grab Chicago. We need it. We don't have a claim on Chicago, do we? Oh, God. Everything's really... Well, I mean, I say everything's fallen apart. It hasn't at all. We're now back to being our old character. The sacrificial lamb has died and made way for the new guy, who's probably almost immediately going to be under suspicion when I fix his age, because the other events I added to balance it a little bit more. So, Hopefully those of you who didn't want to see us play as an immortal character will be fine with that, as I said before. And some of you guys kind of enjoyed the balance aspect, said it looked pretty good, and I think it's a pretty good way to balance things. So when I fix his age, that will hopefully tick in, along with some other stuff as well. The whole secret traits that we could be found out with, that would suck a lot. But yeah, kind of annoyed that we've lost out. Can we just conquest it? Because it's, let's just see what we've got. See, we can take the city, but again, that would be a step in the right direction, but I'd rather just maybe wait till we get the claim. A little bit annoyed by that, to be honest with you. So this has not gone well at all. This has not gone well at all. Why don't we join a... Ooh, Legendary Wisdom is cool. Monthly Prestige +1. So what I want to do is probably join the Adeptus, seeing as we are already a Terminator. Just go back to them, and I think we are going to win that, absolutely. Work our way up to the top, become Primarch again, ready for when we reform the religion. So just as a sort of apologies for not making a lot more progress this episode, because this thing's been slow again. The assassination is... really killed the momentum, this guy just being an absolute intrigue boss, which fair play to him, actually. We do, of course, have the 2 doctrines available to us as part of our religion. So number 1 is Iron Fist, if I can bloody find the damn thing. There it is, Iron Fists. We're not allowed... Oh, none of these must be true. We can't be dogmatic, and we also can't have meritocracy. Okay, fair enough. So let's move over to warmongering. Right, so if we replace that one, we can get Iron Fist, which is the base game one. I did not add this one. This is one of the 2 doctrines of the Rust cultists there. So base moral authority is high, which is quite nice. It does not allow marriage with infidels, so we're being quite insular, very sort of xenophobic might be the right word. Heir designation allowed would be massive if we weren't already, you know, in a republic. It would be very, very cool. Religious taxation of subjects of a different religious group is massive, and do not receive opinion penalties for raise vassal levies. Very, very sort of warmongering, very sort of, I think the Adeptus is very much just militarized at that stage, and they've taken control of the religion. I think is essentially what that's supposed to represent. Must remain steadfast in our faith and towards the heathens, for it's the only way to ensure our continual survival in the name of the Omnissiah. It's very much a sort of heretics must be cleansed type of thing. Then we've also got driven assimilators. Enables the use of the assimilation decision against viable characters, or should be unified through the hive mind, which of course I would like to pick, but we can't pick it because we actually don't have that option right now for reasons I will talk about in the future. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This has been it's been pretty good, I think. Obviously, getting to play as Game Guran, how I've missed you, my boy. Hopefully you guys are okay with us playing as the immortal character, is all I can say, because I wasn't kind of expecting to play as him this early, let's put it that way. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons making this series and this channel possible in the first place. Thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Sidini, Conspire T, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Eric V, Escape, Facunda Vasquez, Hey Dog, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindy and Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Necrophil and Powers Presley, Seth All the Swede, Tom Taylor 18, Bacchus Bacchus, and Sazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support in the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this series and the channel possible in the first place. It is most appreciated. And shout as well to Astro, Adam Person, Andrew Wilson, Bettsman Max, Sidini, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunconi217, Gabriel Van Ders, Gabriel Faulkner, Fraser Brennan, Gaz, GDWK, Run, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Zuron DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Llewellyn Thomas, Matthew, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Smirtworm, The Insane Pickle, Will Wade, Wolfie, and Zico. That list is crazy long. That's insane. Thank you all for your support.